much makeup caked on, talking when the game's on.
Thing to talk about on this show is manscaping. Okay? How do people feel about men that manscape and do a little trimming, a little maintenance of their bodies, of their hair, whatever, that kind of thing? Let's get a female perspective first, ladies first. Abby, how do you feel about men who manscape?
I think it depends on the type of manscaping. So, I think men who wax their eyebrows freak me out a little bit. But if you're just plucking here, I think that's important.
Okay.
And men who completely shave their chest also freak me out.
Okay.
But if you are keeping it trim, you're doing the clippers, that's cool.
Okay. Let's go a little lower.
Definitely
Let's go a
below
little
the
lower.
belt, you gotta manscape.
Okay.
If you want us to ladyscape, you gotta manscape.
Okay.
I've never
think
heard ladies in my life.
I never have either. I'm more of a 70s guy myself.
Oh, yeah?
If that makes any sense. No.
Whoa.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
What? How do I feel about men that
Sure,
manscape?
exactly. All right,
No.
do you do it? Like, talk.
All right,
you
here.
know,
Well, here. I'll give you my rundown of what I do.
Let's walk us through.
I was just looking like that. I'm trying to figure out whether I've done it enough today, and I don't think I did. Yeah, it's not.
No, it looks okay.
No,
Yeah,
you're
it's
good.
okay.
You're good.
Yeah.
But I have no Larry Hagman eyebrows. If you know Larry Hagman from Dallas,
Yeah.
he has ones that curl up like through his hat. But yeah, I think that it gets a little creepy. I had a friend who was into weightlifting, and one day he calls me, says, "Hey, so I did something kind of crazy." I said, "What's that?" He goes, "Well, I shaved my entire body." I'm like, "Well, what's that mean?" He's like, "Well, I shaved everything except my eyebrows." I'm like, "So how are you going to feel in a couple of days when that starts growing back?" He was very itchy.
I bet.
Now-
I believe that.
Down below, look, you don't want to be like a 12-year-old boy,
No.
but you need to be like very trim, I think, to respect the women that do the same thing.
Exactly. You know, if you want somebody to be going down there, you want to keep it clean.
You don't
not
you don't wanna
bare,
have,
but
you don't
neat.
wanna have like a forest.
Right,
around the tree,
exactly,
you know?
exactly. Yeah.
There are some women that, because we've asked this question before, we haven't aired it yet, but we've asked this question before. There are some women who like men who au naturel. They like their manly
So,
men.
Like on
Really?
chests, like a hairy chest is cool because I don't want your chest to look like
Selleck?
mine.
Tom Selleck?
I mean, I could go less than Selleck, definitely. But you know, and I've dated guys of kind of
Persuasion.
all area, not persuasions necessarily,
I was
but all
just kinda
areas
throwing
of
that
the
out
like
there.
hairy spectrum. And you know, the chest is fine. Like, it's nice to feel like the dude's masculine. It's nice if he keeps it trim and orderly. You just don't want someone wearing a sweater, really.
Well, here's my question, because I've got this weird Irish gene where I'm not hairy at all. Like,
Okay.
I have no
What
hair.
else does that
Yeah,
mean,
that's
by the
cool.
way?
That's after the show.
Okay.
That's the X-rated extras.
Right.
I have no hair. Like,
That's-
if I shave my
that's
chest,
lucky.
it'd look like
So
I didn't do anything.
I think guys who are like that should not touch above the belt at all. I don't think they should.
Yeah, except for
Right, yeah. Like, you keep your eyebrows looking like eyebrows. And
Yeah.
I think that if you are, because there are a lot of guys like that who just don't have a ton of hair.
Yeah,
You
it's
should
good.
keep that normal, I think.
Now, while we're on the subject, could we just really touch on hairy backs?
Sure.
How's that feel?
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
not- like, how do you-
hairy backs are worse than hairy anywhere else,
Really?
I think. Hairy backs are weird to me.
Yeah, you're like, what's up, gorilla?
Yeah. Like, if you're going to the beach and you look like you're wearing a sweater vest, it's not good.
Deal breaker, Abby?
Not a deal breaker.
Okay.
Really?
No,
Good to know, good to know, yeah.
Not a deal breaker, because the thing is, so I have good friends who have tackled the hair problem, and you
How?
know I have
She's gonna
guy
explain it to
friends who have nared and who have done all kinds of things, and you know they do it. I think probably 60-40 for women, 40% for themselves. Not a deal breaker. I wouldn't even care if you didn't want to do anything about it. If I like you, I'm gonna like you.
Really?
Yeah.
So if you're wrapping your arms around a guy in a hug,
Yeah.
and all of a
A
sudden
naked
your
hug?
fingers,
Like
yeah, naked hug,
okay.
and your fingers gets caught in his hair, and you're like, ow, and he's like, oh, and that's not a deal breaker? Because to me, that would be a deal breaker. Now, I haven't had many women that I've hugged that have had a hairy back, but if I was hugging a guy that had hairy back.
No, I mean, I would probably be like, hey, what do you think about me waxing your back? But,
like right now.
But if he was like, no, I'm fine. If I love the dude, like if I really, really like him, then it's fine.
Hey, he'll keep you warm.
Right.
Manscaping. Is it something you can do and still feel masculine? You guys decide.
The Pulse Network. It's social TV.